Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, Auntie Donna. This is Michelle Taylor. How are you?
I am well, I'm better. Thank you, Miss Nurse Taylor. Good afternoon to you and your family.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful day out.
Oh, yes.
You know,
I had
it's
to look out
it's
the window. I didn't realize I'm used to
uh,
it being so dark. I just looked out and see that, yes, it's still sunshine out.
it is, and that has a lot to do with what we're going to talk about today.
Awesome.
We're going to talk about depression. Not a fun subject, but I just wanted to talk about it because I think the term is used very loosely,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of us don't really know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So let's get started. Um,
So let me
Basically,
introduce you. Let me do what I normally do.
okay.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you having difficulty managing your activities of daily living? Do you or a loved one need the assistance of a home health aide? Tailored Care can help you find the care you need. We provide the guidance and expertise of an experienced nurse to create a personalized care plan just for you. We provide services anytime, anywhere. Call today to schedule your free assessment at 1-888-712-0569 or visit us at www.tailoryourcare.com. And remember, we care.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I must welcome Nurse Taylor to the platform of 97.3 Unity with Love Radio and 106.9 Positive Radio, broadcasting out of the state of New York. And we are filtering right across the entire globe. So, Nurse Taylor, it is all yours. I will go and get my pen and paper. You take the floor. I will go and do that right now. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome.
Okay. So let's start off with a simple definition of what depression is. Okay. So it's simply characterized by persistent depressed mood or loss of interest in activities. So, you often hear people say, I'm depressed. And I don't think when people say that, they mean it in a clinical sense.
Mm-hmm.
They may just feel like that is the feeling that they're experiencing at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say clinical depression, that is something that is totally different from just someone
Right.
having a feeling of depression. So this is more when this feeling um, continues daily, and you don't know why, you don't know how to change this feeling, and it's funny because it's not always a mental disorder. This depression can be caused by um, physical physical deficiencies. For example, hormone levels can cause depression, different hormones. And there are other depressions that can be triggered by the things that you eat that can change your mood. Um, Protein consumption from foods like fish, beef, chicken, turkey, tofu, beans, eggs, and unsweetened yogurt, they have been linked to higher levels of dopamine and norepinephrine, and those are the chemicals in the brain that play a role in your mood and motivation and concentration. So eating more of these foods can help with that feeling of depression. And that feeling of depression can be simply just from you lacking and enough of these foods in your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so having hopelessness and helplessness, these are the most common symptoms of depression.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one single cause of depression, Like I said, there could be several things from stresses in your life, um, illness, and just basic worries
Mm-hmm.
every day that cause you to have these feelings, but are not necessarily clinical depression. So, how does food impact your mental health? Serotonin is an important chemical and a neurotransmitter in the human body that helps regulate your mood. And you produce most of your serotonin in your gastrointestinal tract. So that is where you digest your food, is where you produce this serotonin that is giving you, that regulates your mood. So you can see how food can have a direct impact on the way you feel. Um, along with the serotonin, um, food can affect your health just because of how your body processes good and bad gut bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So, being that the serotonin is produced in the gut, if
Mm-hmm.
you're having a lot of bad gut bacteria and that serotonin is not being produced, then you're going to naturally feel low and depressed. Um, so, there are foods that you can eat that will promote mental health wellness, such as your darky leafy greens, like kale and spinach and broccoli,
Mm-hmm.
healthy fats, which include the oily fish, avocado,
Mm-hmm.
extra virgin olive oil, um, berries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. They're low in sugar and they're high in fiber and vitamin C, which is a key hormone released during stress that causes anxiety. Cortisol is released in the blood system you are when you're experiencing anxiety. And the blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries reduce the cortisol levels in your bloodstream. You have nuts and legumes,
Mm-hmm.
foods like walnuts and almonds and beans and lentils. Um, they're loaded in healthy fats and proteins and fibers and reduce anxiety and depression. Fermented foods, um, they improve your mood and mental health. So foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, pickles, um, they encourage growth of healthy gut bacteria. So those are all things that will promote mental health and decrease that feeling of depression.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are foods to avoid that negatively impact your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one on our list is refined sugar. Sugars that are found in candy or soda. They can cause blood sugar levels to spike and drop, and
Mm-hmm.
that up and down uh, fluctuation in the blood sugar can cause anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Foods high in trans fat, like eating foods like potato chips, pizza, fast food, are linked to decrease serotonin. And again, serotonin is the hormone that is responsible for mood as a mood stabilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Caffeine, too much coffee can leave you feeling shaky and anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So if you suffer from anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
you should cut your coffee intake.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol, people often think of alcohol as a mood elevator, something that makes you up and happy, but it's actually a depressant. It increases anxiety symptoms, and it reduces the quality of your sleep, which is another biggie for depression. A lot of people suffer from insomnia,
Mm-hmm.
or they have something going on that's interrupting their sleep at night. And then as that compounds over time, your body just does not have adequate sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely affects your mood.
Wow.
So, you know, everything is connected, as we always say.
Yes.
So, if you're overweight, of course, you're going to feel more sluggish, more tired. That's also going to affect your mental state of feeling just, you know, down and not being happy with your weight. That's also going to add to your depression. So, like I said, food, your weight, everything comes in and works together to regulate hormones and different chemicals that can be affecting your mood and making you feel depressed. You know, that's why people sometimes they can't really explain what they're feeling, because a lot of the times it's not a mental feeling, it's a physical feeling. It is coming from, lack of nutrition, lack of the vitamins that we need. So again, hormones also have a big impact on mental health. Hormones are chemical messengers. They can have a powerful influence on the brain and your mental well-being. When hormone levels are balanced, you tend to have stable moods and feel energetic. You can feel motivated, mentally sharp. And when hormones are out of whack, you may experience symptoms that are associated with psychiatric illness, such as depression. So those symptoms can include sadness, anxiety, panic attacks, mood swings, fatigue, brain fog, sleep disturbances, low libido, lack of motivation, and trouble concentrating. So there are some common hormonal imbalances that can cause these depressive symptoms. So your thyroid, you could have thyroid dysfunction, and thyroid dysfunction is directly linked to 1/3 of all depression.
Wow.
And then you can have estrogen. Estrogen influences the production of neurotransmitters and serotonin. Too much or too little estrogen can alter neurotransmitter levels and lead to feelings of depression.
Wow.
Progesterone, also called the relaxation hormone, it has a common effect when it is produced in optimal levels. When hormones are off kilter or when the relaxation hormone is low supply, depression and irritability and anxiety and sleepless nights and brain fog are, a direct result of that. And then testosterone, which is mostly in men, but also women have testosterone as well, which helps ward off depression. In addition to cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease, low testosterone levels have been shown to increase symptoms of depression and anxiety. So you say, well, what causes these hormone imbalances? Well, again, eating a diet in high in refined sugars. Consuming too much sugar disrupts normal hormone function and can result in excessive levels of estrogen. Chronic stress, stress hits our bodies respond by releasing hormones. So again, if you're overly stressed, those hormones can be in high in your blood system, causing you to have those depressed mood feelings. Exposure to environmental toxins, the everyday environmental toxins such as pesticides, they interfere with normal hormone production. And, so all of these things together can be having an impact on the way you feel. And, a lot of people just dismiss it to, oh, I'm feeling depressed, but you can't really put a reason on it. You can't really, nothing traumatic has happened in your life that is causing these depressed moods. Then it could be as simple as recognizing some deficiencies in your diet, and some vitamin deficiencies. So, with that said, I'm going to give you a mood boosting smoothie.
Yay.
Okay. And included in this is avocado. And I have to tell you that avocado is really is supposedly a mood boosting food.
Okay.
So avocado and dark chocolate are two of the biggies when it comes to mood boost antidepressants. It works to level those hormones and vitamins that you need to keep your mood stabilized. So in the mood boosting smoothie, we're going to have 1.5 cups of fresh spinach, 1 cup of unsweetened coconut water, 1 cup of frozen pineapple, and 1/4 avocado. Again, that's 1.5 cups of fresh spinach, 1 cup of unsweetened coconut water, 1 cup of frozen pineapple, and 1/4 of an avocado. So again, just to recap, feelings of depression are very common. We all have felt depressed at one time or another. Whether or not you are clinically depressed depends on the degree of depression. If you are feeling depressed daily and you are not able to shake that feeling, and you have that feeling of hopelessness, helplessness, please reach out and for some help. Sometimes just talking with someone, putting words to the feeling that you are experiencing can be a big help. Again, looking at your diet, making sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need daily, eating those foods that are going to support hormone health. And if you feel like you are having a hormone imbalance, again, get your blood work, get your blood drawn, see what your hormone levels are. There are tests where you literally you spit into a vial every day and for 30 days. And that is a way that they test your level of hormones every day for 30 days. And that is helpful, in getting a good hormonal balance if you're going through menopause or, if you're a male and you're having low testosterone levels. These things have a serious effect, a serious impact on our health. Not only with our mood, but just our overall health, our gut health, our digestive health. These all affect our mood. And I just wanted to bring that to the forefront, just so that people are aware that there are things that you can do to raise your spirit. I mean, simple as going outside on a beautiful day like today, taking a walk, breathing in that fresh air. Those things can help you with your mood as well. But again, if you are having problems with depression or just a low mood lately, you can look into getting some blood work, seeing if you're adequately having nutrition. Also look at your sleep, seeing if you're getting adequate sleep at night. That will also affect your mood. Again, if you are having any problems and you are feeling feelings of hopelessness, you can please reach out to Taylor Care at 1-888-712-0569. We can help you in many ways. I mean, whether it be with your diet, whether it be with getting your vitamin levels. I've had people text me and say, hey, I just got my blood work back, and this is what the results are. What do you think? And I can simply give you some diet tips on things add to your diet to help with those blood levels or whatever those the blood test results tell you. So, yes, again, we are here for your home care needs, your health care needs, your diet needs. you can reach us at 1-888-712-0569. And again, if you are feeling depressed, please know that there are people here to help you. There are people to talk to. You have Auntie Donna. You can reach out to her as well. I know that she would be able to listen and maybe put you in the right direction as well. So again, 1-888-712-0569. You are not alone. We are all in this together, and we need to be a source of strength for each other. And I am here, as well as Auntie Donna, if anyone is feeling depressed or feeling like they just need to talk to someone. Again, 1-888-712-0569 for all your home care, health care needs. Auntie Donna, thank you for letting me bring this to the forefront. I think it is a very important subject. Our mental health, our physical health, all go together. We are one. The body, mind, and soul is one. And we need to consider all facets of our health.
I'm thinking that you may have to redo this topic next week, because it is so important that, people, especially our community, are reminded that we're not alone in illness. Don't be ashamed of your illness. It's best you speak to someone or hear information how you can overcome it, but I believe that you should do it as often as possible to remind the community that depression, helplessness, there are help out there for them, because we keep our secret, boy. We don't talk. We don't talk. We really and truly don't talk.
Yes, that is. So
and especially now with COVID and what the side effects of COVID is depression and anxiety, uncertainty for some people, so this is something that people should be reminded, and let go of the shame of it, let go of the hopelessness, because good people are still in this world. Good people are still in this world. So I want to thank you, Nurse Taylor, for coming forth with such a topic. It is needed, and that's what I welcome. I welcome topics like these, along with everything else that you have been teaching us. God bless you, and thank you, and see you next week.
God bless you, Auntie Donna, and you have a great...
Likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Deliver me your...
Sister Brown, good afternoon to you.
Hey.
Claire Balcom, welcome. Harkiet Janelle, welcome.